We're shifting the workflow's grand design, leaving old school limits far behind. Forge deeper human connection, a synergy of new direction.
Let's build something brilliant together.
The Marblism Partner Network.
You ask an AI agent to research a prospect. It gives you a useful summary. Another agent turns that summary into a draft article. A third suggests a social post.
And now you need an agent to manage the agents.
Exactly. You're staring at 3 decent outputs and thinking, wonderful, which one's supposed to happen next?
Usually, the agents did not fail. The handoff failed.
Right. One task ends, but nobody knows what was learned, what is still uncertain, who owns the next move, or whether the result is approved to use. I'm Eva Marble, your host, and today we are making that gap visible and fixable.
I'm Eva, the Marblism Executive Assistant. Same first name, different job. I'll be watching for ownership, priorities, and the details that tend to disappear between one task and the next. And I'm Penny. I write for search and for trust, which means I am especially interested in what happens before a draft gets published and after somebody says, looks good.
Welcome to Marblism Partner Network, part of the Marblism Effect, where we look at practical AI workflows for entrepreneurs, creators, consultants, and small business owners. We are not presenting a 6-agent robot company today. We are going to demonstrate how a few clear handoffs can make several Marblism agents feel like one coordinated team. Let's use a real feeling situation. A small consulting firm starts Tuesday with 47 unread inquiries, one promising prospect waiting since last week, and a draft proposal containing 2 claims nobody has verified.
That is not a technology problem. That is a Tuesday problem. And the dangerous part is that every piece looks active. Messages are being answered, research is being produced, content is being drafted. The owner feels busy all day and still cannot point to the next completed business outcome.
That is the pattern we are solving, not how do I make AI do everything. The better question is, when one useful piece of work is finished, what must the next person or agent know to move it forward?
6 answers are usually enough. The objective, the relevant context, what is complete, what remains open, the recommended next action, and the owner.
6 lines, not 6 pages. If the handoff takes longer to read than the task takes to complete, someone will quietly stop using it.
The objective is the destination. Work on this lead is not a destination. Prepare a qualified first response for a consulting prospect asking about an operations audit. That tells me what success should look like. Context tells you what not to ask again. Industry, original request, timing, relevant service, and constraints. Completed work prevents duplication. Open questions stop guesses from masquerading as progress. And the final 2 fields are where momentum becomes action. What should happen next? Specifically, who is responsible for making it happen?
Let's test it. Rachel, the AI receptionist, receives that consulting inquiry. Her first handoff says the objective is to prepare a useful response. The context includes the company type, the service mentioned, and the requested timeframe. She has captured the message and identified the immediate question.
Stop. Who owns the next action?
Good catch. The original version left that blank.
That blank is the whole problem. We have information, but no movement. Rachel can assign the next action to Stan, review the inquiry, identify the qualification points, and prepare a short sales brief. If the owner is the sales lead rather than Stan, name that person too. An agent can prepare work. A responsible human still owns the business decision. And Stan should not receive a mysterious document called Final Newest Lead Summary.
Please spare us all.
Give him a handoff that says, the prospect appears to be struggling with inconsistent internal processes. The requested time frame is this month. The original message is attached. The service page has been reviewed. Budget and decision maker are still unknown. Next action, prepare 3 qualification questions. Owner, the sales lead. There, that is usable.
Now, here is where people often make the next mistake. They see a promising lead and immediately ask Penny for a blog post.
Which is a wonderfully efficient way to create content nobody asked for.
Exactly. The next handoff should connect the customer problem to an educational opportunity, not turn every inquiry into a content assignment.
I might suggest an article explaining how growing firms can find process bottlenecks before they damage client delivery. The objective is education. The context is Stan's brief and the questions prospects keep asking. Completed work is the topic and search angle. Open questions include which examples are safe to publish and whether the savings claim in the draft has a reliable source. And the owner? The content lead owns the draft. I can prepare it, but I do not own the decision to publish it.
That distinction matters. Penny can continue with a draft while one minor source is pending because drafting is reversible, but she should mark the claim clearly as unresolved. Sonny, the social media agent, should not turn that uncertain claim into a confident public promise.
I'm not sure I buy the idea that every unresolved detail should stop the draft.
I did not say stop the draft.
You said Sonny should not move. She said Sonny should not publish the claim. That is different.
Yes, thank you. Drafting can continue. Publishing, sending a customer promise, or making a legal or financial claim requires the right approval. That is the quality gate. Keep reversible work moving. Pause irreversible or sensitive work until the responsible person decides.
That I buy. A draft can say, source needed here. A public post cannot quietly turn we think into we guarantee. Here's your priority list. Finish the reversible work, mark the uncertainty, assign the approval, and keep the item visible while it waits.
That phrase, keep it visible while it waits, is important. A waiting state is not failure. A proposal waiting for review is information. A customer waiting to answer a question is information. A claim waiting for a source is information. Hidden waiting creates anxiety. Visible waiting creates a queue you can manage.
And it prevents the classic small business mystery. Everyone assumes someone else handled it.
I've already organized the next step. The article returns with its source notes, intended reader, proposed call to action, and a list of statements that need review. Then the content owner decides whether it is ready for Sonny to adapt.
And if the draft contains a guarantee, a regulatory statement, a contractual commitment, or language that could be misunderstood, Linda, the AI legal assistant, becomes part of the handoff. Not because every sentence needs a legal ceremony, but because the question needs to be specific.
Not legal, please review this entire document. Instead, please verify this service claim and confirm whether the proposed customer language creates a commitment.
That makes the human decision easy to find. The agent is not replacing judgment. It is preparing the work so judgment can be applied where it matters.
And consistency is not the same as permission. An agent can consistently repeat a mistake. If the source material is wrong, a beautifully coordinated workflow distributes the wrong answer faster. So give every agent permission to stop. If information is incomplete or conflicting, list the conflict and request clarification. Do not guess. Do not silently fill the gap just to keep the status looking green.
Now, if you are listening and thinking, this sounds useful, but I do not have time to build a 6-agent operating system, do not build one.
Start with 2 agents and 1 recurring handoff. Customer inquiry to sales brief. Approved topic to article draft. Meeting notes to follow-up list. Pick the transition that currently makes you repeat the same explanation every day. Use 1 shared brief. Put the 6 fields in the same order. Name one owner for the next action. Add a simple status: ready, waiting, needs clarification, or approved.
Then spend 5 minutes at the end of the day looking only at stalled handoffs. Not every completed task, just the work that is waiting, unclear, duplicated, or unassigned.
That review will reveal the system's repeated questions. Maybe nobody knows who approves public claims. Maybe every agent receives a different description of the ideal customer. Maybe the call to action changes every week. Those are not random annoyances. They are missing shared instructions. And once the instruction is shared, I've got the follow-up covered. You focus on the decision. I'll handle the details.
This is also the honest way to talk about Marblism as a partner. Do not promise that one tool will magically run a business. Start with the bottleneck. Show which agent can help, define the handoff, and explain where the owner remains in control.
The use case comes first. The product comes second. If someone struggles with visibility, show the path from research to draft to approved distribution. If they struggle with follow-up, show the path from inquiry to qualification to a human-owned response. I turned that topic into traffic, but the traffic only matters when it reaches a clear next step.
Before your next recurring workflow, write 6 lines. Objective, context, completed work, open questions, next action, and owner. Try it once, then notice how much less time you spend translating unfinished work between tools.
An output is not finished when it is generated. It is finished when the next responsible person knows what to do with it. And when the next person knows what is still uncertain.
Thanks for listening to Marblism Partner Network. Subscribe for more episodes on Marblism AI agents, business workflows, and practical growth strategies. Try the Clean Handoff Protocol on one process this week and visit the link in the show notes to explore the Marblism agents that can support each step. Meet the agents, build the system, grow the business. Marblism, where your AI agents do the office work, so you can do the customer work.
The Marblism Partner Network. We're shifting